glad you could be at the home. The temple merchants are outraged with this man, this Jesus. Who does he think he is?
Who is he anyway? I mean, I've never seen him, and yet all of Jerusalem seems to follow him. Stop it. Shouldn't you know who this man is?
If the nation rallies against your authority, Rome can intervene and take away the few liberties we have left. Now tell us, Lord Caiaphas, what are the active steps of the taken in this matter?
Yes, they are being taken. We must have a clear case and choose the right moment. Otherwise, Rome might side with Jesus, and that would be disaster. We must have this case so watertight that nothing is safe. We must move cautiously.
I don't see the need for all this caution.
What is the matter with all of you? Are you afraid of this Jesus?
Yes, we are afraid, and we ought to be afraid. Whose power is in this man? I tell you, there's fear in my very bones. Less than fighting against Jesus, we are fighting against God himself.
This
believe that this Jesus of Nazareth is the promised Messiah? Speak now, then we shall all know where we stand.
I have no wish to defy the said Edward. I made what, in all fairness, considered to be an unbiased appeal for the observance of ordinary justice.
Who are you to split as for ordinary justice when the uneducated rebel from Nazareth refuses to be reverenced in the priesthood of Israel?
And isn't it true that every time we come to the city, our prestige and influence begins?
Of course it's true. The people are fickle and cannot be trusted. We must guard our position.
Perhaps the fault is not of the Nazarene. Maybe, just maybe, our popularity with the people grows dim because our holiness is not all that it should be.
We are the masters and rulers of Israel, not the people. We have been educated in the traditions of Israel, and no one man, much less this Jesus, should be allowed to insult the teachers of the law. To rebel against us is to rebel against the law.
But has he rebelled? That is what must be proven.
He violated the Sabbath by curing the sick.
No laws cast such steel that it cannot be melted by mercy. A law without mercy is not a law at all.
Leave mercy to we show the cowards and dreamers. We have been chosen by God to defend the law, not to throw it away.
I am only anxious that an innocent person shall not be made a victim.
And so are we, Brother Joseph. Malchus has informed me that some of the temple merchants are waiting outside at this very moment to give us an eyewitness account concerning the claim of the temple yesterday.
And I'm sure they'll give a very objective account.
What do you Nicodemus want from us? Blood! Well, you shall have it, but it won't be out.
And what do you mean by that?
Whose blood are you talking about?
Don't try my patience with you any further. What you two don't seem to understand is that sometimes one man should die for the people. This is not persecution. It is politics.